Now, next topic, objects in movement, objects in motion. We saw Newton's first law, that Newton's law of equilibrium, mean inertia, that one object will be stable if the two forces are acting on that. In the two forces, sum of those two forces are equal to zero, then the object will be equilibrium. What if the two forces, any one force is more than another force, what will happen means, that is nothing but objects in motion. If two force in the two forces, suppose one object is here, one force is acting downward, one force is acting on upward. If the sum of these two forces are zero, then the object will be equilibrium. What if one force is more? What if one force is more? Then these two forces, sum will not become equal zero. Sum will not become equal to zero. So that time one more force will be more. That time what will happen? It's an imbalance in this equilibrium. Imbalance nothing but that segment may move, that object may move. Which side is more force is there? That side that object may move. Okay, that is we are going to see now. That is nothing but objects in motion. Objects in motion. In this first line here, we know now we will see second law. So here one rope is there, here one rope is there. For example, person A, and this is person B. Person A is pulling that rope into his side. Will, for understanding, I am saying simply, to pull his side, he is using 50 kg. He is using 50 kg force. He is using 50 kg force. Actually, what we have to do here, force units, we don't know force unit. First one we need units, Newton. Newtons is the force units, and in English system we'll use pound. Pounds. These pounds will show in IBs. Okay, pounds will show in IBs. Is Newtons. So simply to understand here I am using 50 kg. Person A is pulling his side into with the 50 kg force, and person B is pulling his side with the force 40 kg. With the force 40 kg. So here have till one more point. Suppose if we take like this, x axis, y axis. If we take like this is upward, this is downward, right? Upward, downward. This is right side, this is left side. This is right side, this is left side. The forces which are acting upward, and right side will be positive forces. The forces which are acting upward and right side will be the positive forces, and the forces which are acting downward and left, they will be the negative forces. Okay, clear? Now we will see. Now this force is acting right side. So that it is a positive force. It is a negative because it is acting negative. It is a negative force. Okay. Now we will see. Two persons are there. They are holding a rope. Person A is pulling on his side. Person B is pulling on his side. Now what is going to mean? How much force is being acted on the rope? How much force is being acted on the rope? That we will see. How to see? We have to measure this force and this force. Then we will understand which force is how much force the rope is being getting. Okay. Now we will see this person A force plus person B force. See here, person A force means plus 50 plus person B minus 40. Now we are plus into minus, plus into minus this 50 and this 40. 40 minus 50 here plus 10. This is the result, plus 10. So how much force is being acting on the rope means plus 10. Plus 10 means it has to move either upward or right side. So here plus 10, he is pulling on his side, right side. So here plus force is there. Now the rope will move on this direction. Here also two forces are there, but these two forces are not in equilibrium. Rope is not in equilibrium because the forces are acting on those objects. Their forces are different. Here it is positive 50 kg. Here it is 40 kg. So that the resultant 10 will be more on the person here. So that side the rope will move to this side. The rope will move this side. That is the law of objects in motion. Objects in motion. Suppose here also minus 50. Here also minus 50. This person also giving same force. How he is giving positive 50. He is also giving same. That time what will happen? Plus minus will cancel each other. The sum of these two forces will become to 0. In earlier case when it was minus 40, we got positive. If it is minus 50, it is minus 50. The resultant sum of these two forces will become 0. Now the rope will be equilibrium. According to Newton's equilibrium, first law, rope will be in equilibrium because the two forces acting on that, he is also pulling on his strength, he is also pulling on his strength. If these two persons' strength is same, the rope will be there only, stable. He can't take. Now these are objects in motion. Now we will see Newton, how Newton explained this. Newton explained this through his second law. Newton's second law, that is law of acceleration. Now we have to see what is this acceleration. Acceleration is nothing but the rate of change of velocity. The rate of change of velocity. That's it. That is the acceleration. Suppose one object is there. Now suppose if it is in stable position, one external force came and it touched that object. Now it will move. So acceleration means the rate of change of velocity. Here velocity was less. When it is moving with this external force, the velocity is changing. It is moving. That is acceleration. Now that is law of acceleration. Now this law of acceleration, here it is representing here. Now this law of acceleration is proportional to the unbalanced forces acting on it. Acceleration is proportional to the unbalanced forces acting on it. At the same time, acceleration is inversely proportional. Acceleration is inversely proportional to the mass of the objects. What it means here, A is equal to, so this is mass of the object. So it is directly proportional to the forces acting on it and inversely proportional to the masses of the object. Suppose if suppose this is 1000 kg. This is 1000 kg ball. This is 1000 kg ball. This is 2 kg ball. This is 2 kg ball. This is 2 kg ball. So here mass of the object is more. Here mass of the object is more. So if the mass is more, acceleration will be less. If the mass is less, acceleration will be more. And one more point here in this way we have to see. If you want to move this 1000 kg ball from here to here, we need a big force. To move this, and that 2 kg means we need less force. With less force we can do. So